Now, the process is, and for the new kids who weren't here last night,
Yes, so remember folks, this is based on mentorship, not necessarily talent. So if the kids take our mentorship and they
honestly take your
mentorship, we judge them higher based on that than if they just do the routine again. So if they ignore mentorship, that's never a good thing in Duncan Has Talent, because that's what Duncan Has Talent is about.
It's a main factor.
Yeah, so we base it on mentorship and performance.
There are a couple of you I don't remember seeing before, so what you need to know is that you need to do what Sabrina's getting ready to do there. She's just about up at the mic, ready to introduce herself and her number and tell us a little bit about herself as a dancer. So you always do that before you go up on stage or on the grass, whichever way you're dancing. Okay? Please try to make a good connection with the audience so they can enjoy what you're doing too.
Can I ask a question? Who's second? Well, come on, Sabrina, she's first, so who's second? The second person's got
Annabelle.
Annabelle second.
Leah.
Oh, no, here's how it goes. Sabrina's fourth from yesterday.
You.
Get off the stage, John.
Annabelle. Oh, sorry. Sabrina's going to go first.
Yeah, but that's fourth. She's fourth.
No, she's
fourth from last year, yesterday.
No. Do not make this difficult. Long John, get off the stage.
So tell me more. Explain to me.
Long John.
Explain to me.
Today's order.
Yes.
We're going to start with Sabrina. She'll be the first one up. And then Annabelle. Then Leah. Then Cadence, Esme, Kaylee. Then Leah will go again. Then Annabelle. Then Sabrina will close the show today.
Good. Kind of like finishing up from yesterday. Which would have been 4, 5, and 6, and then starting off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get it.
She's waiting. Let's do this thing.
Okay, just one quick line. We just heard a fire engine go off, fire call go off. Every time I hear that, I draw attention to everyone, please, to understand that as a volunteer fire department, whatever anybody was doing right now, they dropped it and they're running down to get to that fire truck so they can go out and fight a fire. Every time they stand out in front of a grocery store, which they do in the fall time and around Christmas with a boot, saying, would you please give us donations? You owe it to them. We all owe it to them for being on call all the time. That's what a volunteer fire department is. Do make sure you step up to the plate when they do ask for our help. Now, on with Duncan Has Talent. It's 5 o'clock.
Hi, my name's Sabrina Spenceley. I'm 17 years old, and I'm going to be performing a number called 16 Shots. This was a trio that I did at a dance show a couple weeks ago. I myself choreographed it, as well as Tasia, that's sitting over there in that corner. And so we choreographed it ourselves, and I do not dance in a studio, I just dance out of my high school, Francis Kelsey. Thank you.
No girl can't tell me about my mother. 16 shots, we go longer than another. Them no fit out, but they real done that. I put body in a pot, them a bun like grandma. No boy can't diss me or my mother. Round here in South, everybody need ammo. 16 shots, we go shot at any brother. You gotta be better than a King Stony. This my mother, then your skin start bleed. So don't bother mess with my mommy, with my mommy, with my mommy. If I take your bad, say you're better than she. Let the go back, long time them don't eat. Rap on, pop off, make you move like freak. They say them a gangster, but so is mommy. They gon' put hands on the chick. They gon' put hands on my. I was watching when I coming through the door. What am I doing? This is never bad for. No girl can't tell me about my mother. 16 shots, we go longer than another. Them no fit out, but they real done that. I put body in a pot, them a bun like grandma. No boy can't diss me or my mother. Round here in South, everybody need ammo. 16 shots, we go shot at any brother. This my mother, you know. You coulda be mother than Brian Kobe. This my mother, then your lip won't speak. So don't bother mess with my mommy, with my mommy, with my mommy. You really take your bad, say your mother than think them a man get 2 shot. If them feel them a done get 3 shot. If them take me for idiot get 4 shot. This a copper shot, more that get 5 shot. For anybody who think them mud street. Head top you must drop. If you hear a ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, police gon' hit you wherever you are. No girl can't tell me about my mother. 16 shot, we go longer than a ladder. Them no fit talk, but the real done that up. Body in a pot, them a bun like grabber. No boy can't diss me or my mother. Round here ain't safe, everybody need armor. 16 shot, we go shot at any bladder.
You know, like that take a whole heap of time. If I gonna bring the money, I come a problem. My mother got left a floor in a dog.
No girl can't tell me about my mother. 16 shot, we go longer than a ladder. Them no fit talk, but the real done that up. Body in a pot, them a bun like grabber. No boy can't diss me or my mother. Round here ain't safe, everybody need armor. 16 shot, we go shot at any bladder.
Oh, stay there. Are we on? Hi. Hi. All right. I think I saw you do something that I really liked at the very beginning, and that was that you started kind of back on the stage, and then you moved about halfway up so you could work the front of the stage. That was a really good choice to
Thank
make.
you.
I liked your ending pose. I liked that you got off the stage in the middle. I would practice that a whole lot if you're going to do that much, because you can hurt yourself doing that, you know. But thank you for coming back and seeing us again.
Thank you.
All right, Sabrina, first of all, congratulations on choreographing a trio. That
Thank
is
you.
a step in itself. Just a few choreography notes. I would cut the song to make it shorter. And these are the reasons why.
Sure.
It's going to be better for your energy because you can do 2.5 minutes so hard and hit every single move. There are some movements that you crush and I was like, oh yeah, these accents are great. But then somewhere in the middle, you're like, oh, I'm getting a little tired. And if you make the song 2.5 minutes, you wouldn't have to, like, you can do 2.5 minutes, that's easy.
Sure.
And then it also keeps the audience attention longer because I could tell that the audience was kind of dying a little bit. Like when you came forward, you brought us back, and the round off, you brought us back. But I could tell when you're on the grass, we were like, all right, we've seen you for a while, we're ready to move on, right? But if it's shorter, you leave us wanting more, not wanting it to be done.
Yes.
But yeah, great energy, and I'm just congratulations on choreography.
Thank you.
Hey, you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Again, I was going to say something about being a choreographer is never an easy job. So the fact that you're doing it at Kelsey, great. Okay, so watch your gaps in your movement. So if you're going to have some music between your movement, you're either going to hit it hard and freeze it, or fill it. But right in the beginning is, I think, where I saw most of your big gaps.
Yeah.
And then you're telling me that something's different. I don't know whether it's because it's a trio and maybe others are doing other things. I'm not
Yes.
sure. It is, isn't it?
Yes.
So those gaps were really obvious to me. So try to fill them a bit more.
Sure.
Try to, like I said, if you're going to freeze it, then freeze it. And just hit that final pose strong and then wait for the music. But watch your face, because you have a storytelling face, and you told me, I'm waiting for my music. So be careful with that. Because I think we've talked to you about that before, but your face gives it all up, honey. Sorry about that. But you have a beautiful face. So give us more with that, because we've seen it in the past. We've seen how expressive you can get. So I definitely need more of that. And your energy. You did. You kind of dipped down. But worst part about it is how you were breathing. You were like you're trying to get that breath in. So remember the whole practice in the mirror thing?
Yeah.
Go back to it and give it a shot. Just see where where you kind of Lost it a little bit as to when you push it up, but I'm also questioning whether it had to do with the fact that it's a trio. We had somebody doing a group number yesterday as a solo. Same thing. We had some of the similar issues. So just make sure when you go home and you work on this for tomorrow that if you're gonna leave that gap there, then leave it there for a reason. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Annabelle Compton. I'm 14 years old. I've been dancing for 11 years, and today I'm going to be dancing a classical ballet called Allegretta.
First of all, good job for doing a ballet on the grass with the divots and the sand and everything else. So, well done. Just a couple things. Watch your eyes. I know you were worried about what you were dancing on and where you were stepping and so on and so forth. And I like that when you were bringing your eyes up, you're bringing them up with your hands, you're following your hands. But I also noticed that you're watching the ground an awful lot. What happens, happens, but there's nothing that's going to hurt you. It's been filled, so you're good there, okay? And watch when your arms go into fifth. This is what I got. So just be careful that you follow through with your arms and follow through with all of the movements you're doing. You're a beautiful young lady and you've got this beautiful face. I really, really want you to use it more. When you got into a relaxed section of your dance, your face relaxed and you have this beautiful smile. And then when you technically started to step up your game a little bit, that technical stress showed in your face. So I always tell kids this every year. Do something where you can see your face in the mirror, or in the studio or wherever. Watch your face, because it really does finish the whole piece. I mean, you have this beautiful gift. You know, you've got beautiful long arms. You're following through. So just finish that last little piece. It's like icing on a cake. All right?
Yes. Thank you.
Hi, Annabelle. First of all, I could tell that you took some of the notes from the master class for the past few days, and I felt you really grew through all the music. I could tell that that's something we talked a lot about with Miss Gina, and she really emphasized that, and I could tell that you applied that, which was awesome. At the very beginning, you had some chaînés, and right in front of me, just make them smaller, pull up the knees, right? And then I'm going to demonstrate something small, just because it's going to be really hard to talk about. You did a pirouette here, and then you relevate, and then you switch to this side. You actually relevate, and you relevate on your heel. You lifted up your toes, and so you went this way, when all your weight's behind you, when you need to squeeze together and switch, not behind. Because then your first pirouette was much better than your second one. It was because your weight started far back. I felt your face was lovely. I felt you had a beautiful ballet face, nice, soft smile, because sometimes we feel that smile and then it turns into the jazz cheesy smile. You had a beautiful ballet classical smile.
So did I. I thought that what I saw there was that you were really, really enjoying every second of the music. I also could see the subtle shift in energy when the musical mood changed a little bit, and I really appreciate that. Just watch at the end, no matter what happens, even if you have a little bobble, give a second to say to the audience, I'm done, this is it, give me a round of applause. You know, don't get freaked out by any little thing that happens. Let yourself finish and get the appreciation you deserve. Beautiful dancing, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leah. I'm 12 years old and I've been dancing for 6 years. I'll be doing a contemporary solo called Demons.
The tide is high, it's sink or swim. My only rival is within. Giants calling round the bend. My only rival is within. I won't let my demons win. My only rival is within. I will fight through thick and thin. My only rival is within. Kingdoms rise and kingdoms end. My only rival is within. This is where it all begins. My only rival is
Hi, Leah. Beautiful color on you, and your intro was stunning. Your back leg was fully extended, which was awesome. But then I noticed you went down, and then I saw this right there, and I couldn't stop noticing it. You don't let go of your neck. So when you go down, you're here, and you need to go behind. So I found that I can't think I gotta look down, I have to look behind me. And I noticed that every time you came up to that layout, it stopped here. So it wasn't here, it was here. And it just missed that last little piece, which I felt could really elevate it. And then one tiny thing. I like to just notice really small, picky things. After your Russian, which was like stunning, loved it. You did like a turn right out of it. Your arms wiggled. And I'm always on my students about that because it's very obvious. But if you just like stuck them behind you, done. But you did your Russian, and then your arms went coming out of it. So just watch the tiny, tiny in-between things. But beautiful piece on you.
She got me stuck because I could not write because I was stuck watching you. That was beautiful. I felt your story, but I felt in watching you, I watched you within. Do you know what I'm saying when I say that? Sometimes that's the most beautiful thing. Sometimes dancers don't connect to their audience because they're so into their music, and sometimes an audience they're forced to connect because you're so within yourself, and that was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And I'm sitting here thinking, there's not a lot that, this is about mentorship. I don't know. Your power was good. I don't.
Hit the accents harder. Thank you.
I've been told that before.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm lost for words, and that does not happen often. Laura, help me.
She's telling you the truth. Okay, what I would like you to do is take this whole piece and just listen to the lyric and watch yourself in a mirror, because you have such an expressive face. But sometimes when you said, I won't let my demons win, I wasn't seeing determination, I was seeing worry. And the facial expressions, if they go very powerfully with the words, it will just amp the whole thing up. The other thing I thought is your ending, your beginning is so spectacular for this piece. I would like you to do a little bit something more with the ending. I don't know, even if it's that kind of sneaky go off the stage where we can't help but watch you every second or something. You know? Do you know what I'm saying? All right, thank you very much. It's a beautiful number for you.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Cadence Winter. I'm 11 years old, and I've been dancing for 9 years, and the piece I will be doing today is called Get Your Freak On.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう。
Mississippi putting it down. I'm the hottest round. I told y'all mother, y'all can't stop me now. Get your freak on, 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 get your freak on. Quiet. Hush your mouth. Hello. Ain't no stopping me. Copywritten, so don't copy me. And y'all can't come close to me.
1、2、3、4
Look, baby girl, you're so damn fine though. And when it's over, I press rewind though. You talking bands, girl, I got it. Benjamin's all in my pocket. I traded in my truths for some robbers. You playing Batman, Fetty's a robber. I got a past like praise, rewind to see that one more time. And I got this soda. When me boys ain't know us. All fast money, no slow bucks. No one can control us. Tell me what you see. Is it money or it's me? I smoke 20, smell I got honeys in my V. They like Monty, can you be my baby daddy? I'm like, yeah. I got robins on my jeans. You see the wings on every pair. She's mine. Wonder when she'll be mine. She walk past like praise, rewind to see that one more time. And I got this soda. But me boys ain't know us. All cash money, no slow bucks. No one can control us.
Well now, do you ever have a wonderful face? We got everything from just plain fun to 100% attitude. That was great. I watched you doing that, and it looks like you're having so much fun. I want you to teach me how, and that'd be a challenge. Thank you, that was great.
That was really cute. I was laughing because your face was telling me a million different stories all the way throughout, and I was like, whoa, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. And when you turned around and nicely done.
Thank you.
One thing is these people are definitely here to cheer you on, but us three are just as important. And you're having a great time with these folks, but you kind of forgot about these folks. Every once in a while I'd see you glance over at Krista like a quick little look, but that was it, my friend. So remember, when you're performing to everybody, you're performing to everybody over there. You're performing to everybody over there as well as us. Can you relax a bit more too? There's some moments where it was like you were just getting ready to do a breakout moment, like you were just ready to just let it go and have a little more fun. I mean, you already look like you're having a great time. But I think there's something else there. I think I can clarify that. Okay, hold on.
She wants you to groove more into some of the steps. Like especially when they were doing some walks back near to the end, you're doing like hips. Yeah. I want it hip, not step back. You need to get deeper, and especially that, like, because it's a different isolation, it wasn't hard. Like, yeah, get into the groove more. Are you done? Okay. I have seen this routine as a group, and you still surprised me, which was awesome. Your round off, I did not see it coming, and it did not miss a beat. That was fantastic. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, just same thing I was talking about, groove more and hit some accents, but fantastic job, Cadence.
Thank you.
Hold on, kiddo. Laura's got one more thing.
The other thing, and this is really for everybody, the other thing about playing our direction a little bit is the guy with the video stuff and the camera is over here too. And he'll get a chance to get some great shots if you head things our direction a little bit.
Thank you.
More than just
Right, that's what you were going to say, right? Some of the subtle movements, you just need big.
Hi, my name is Esme Rush. I'm 12 years old. I've been dancing for 7 years, and today I'm doing my hip hop solo.
said, the Uzi gon' slip through your hand like you gripping on soap. I said, I did not have no new feeling while I said, look at the Uzi wetter than the boat. She said, jacuzzi, the water feel good on her toe. Lip, small lip, sip lip, drip lip. You're a rat, just like store lip. I said, I don't think on it can touch you no more. I said, lip, drip lip. Nigga green drip like chlorophyll. Ice on my neck, check the windshield. Going very fast, got flies on the windshield, yeah. And it's only gelato when it ain't here. No pill, but your boys know it's been a drill. All these hoes the same thing like a synonym, damn. And it's chain, rings, queen, Celine, Jermaine. She want it, it's a dream. Keep on going, she twerk. My wrist in the pot and I work. Swerving, excursion, it's hurting. Think she allergic to all the broken. I said, the Uzi gon' slip through your hand like you gripping on soap. I said, I did not have no new feeling.
That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'll use my word, but I think Krista said this the last time around, is loosen up. Did you say groove more? Yeah. And you have a big personality, and that big personality, I know you can bring out even more, and try to get these guys engaged even more. Like, you address the audience quite a bit, and then you would go off and in a piece of your story that you were telling, and then you come back. So when you come back, make everybody go, huh? What was that? Because you heard the audience. They responded. There were certain things where they were just like, wah! You know, so you tie it together now. So if you take that little cheeky personality that you have and make it a little bit bigger, relax a little bit more, this will be really cool. Okay.
Okay, so I felt the first song. Wait, pause. Did Carlo choreograph this?
Yes.
Okay, called it. She's like, oh, it looks like Carlo. I was like, he probably choreographed it.
It looked like Carlo was dancing up there.
Tell Carlo he did a great job.
Yes.
I felt the first song you could groove, get bigger, like deeper into your movements. But the second song, fantastic. That, like, I could have watched 5 minutes of you doing that second song. That was perfect. But the first one, there was a few subtle movements. You did some shoulders, and I could have seen some bigger shoulders. It was just on the first song. The second song was great.
Now, this is me, and I'm all about the showmanship. So what I'm going to say has nothing to do with technique. It's about what you're wearing, where you're dancing. I wanted you down on the grass if you were going to be in a black top, because black on black disappears. Do you know that? Okay, so I don't know, put some glitter on it. Do something that glows, you know. I just think it was so much fun. It's a shame not to have it dressed right up. And if you're gonna dance on that stage, come up a little further, because you disappear at the back. You lose the light and you disappear. So try to remember that stuff, okay? It makes a difference. I really like the looser top for this kind of dancing because it actually shows the movements more. You know, I think that's really good. But I don't know about black on black. So there we go. But it's so much fun. So much fun. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Adams. I'm 13 years old. I've been dancing for 3 years, and I'm going to be doing a contemporary solo called Up in Flames.
Oh, misty eye of the mountain below, keep careful watch of my brother's souls. And should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over during sun. If this is to end in fire, then we should all burn together. Watch the flames climb high into the night, calling out, Father, stand by and we will watch the flames burn all along the mountainside. And if we should die tonight, we should all die together. Raise a glass of wine for the last time, calling out, Father, prepare as we will watch the flames burn over and over the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees. And I see fire hollow in soul. I see fire blood in the breeze. And I hope that you remember me. Should not be able to fold, and surely I'll do the same. Confined in mountain holes, we got too close to the flame. Calling out, Father, hold fast and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. Oh, Misty.
You are one intense young lady. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm just gonna be picky because that's pretty much all I can do. So your eyes were, I don't know about anybody else in this park, but it felt like you just drilled right through me when you looked at me. Your intensity in your eyes was amazing and powerful. And this is only being picky, I promise you. Almost. So your moves were strong and then flowy, almost make it more intense. Because it's your eyes. It felt to me like you were just boring right through me and you're going right through everybody else. And it's almost like there's a little more room for more power. And you gave so much, but I want more. I'm sorry, and it's your eyes. I don't know what it was about this dance, and I don't know what's going through your head when you feel and hear your music, but whatever it is, this look you have is amazing. And if you could give a little bit more with your body, that would be stellar, stellar. And that's just being picky. Good job.
Yeah, absolutely amazing storytelling, and what you're doing with your face is wonderful. I would once again encourage you to listen to the whole thing through and just watch your face in the mirror. Make sure the expression actually fits the words. Because there was one time there was something about if we die together, and you were smiling, and I thought, interesting expression for those words. So just check that a little bit. It could work. It could work depending on the situation, I suppose. Can you find places in the music that ebb and flow a little bit, so that we can see that ebb and flow in your body as well? You know, but this is a fabulous dance for you, and it really worked well. Thank you.
All right. I loved your intensity, and you took what we said yesterday and you involved the entire audience. Congratulations on that. I personally feel that there doesn't need to be more soft, flowy movements because the song has such strong accents, and and you're hitting all those sharp words and those guitars. So I personally think that that was fantastic. If there's anything I can say about eye line, it's slightly up. It's just like a smidge. Oh, you listened to my note about Leah. You used your neck. That was great. Your fouette, you did like a jump fouette. Watch your back knee. It was a little bit not fully extended. You did a pirouette, and kudos to you for rocking a pirouette on the grass. That was fantastic. Yeah, I thought it was great. Just watch for the knees. That's a big one, all the jumps and stuff. But really great. Really lovely piece on you.
Thank you.
So we have Leah, then Annabelle, and then Sabrina.
Hi, I'm Leah. I've been dancing for 6 years, and now I'll be doing a lyrical solo called To Build a Home.
There's a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs worn by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel this is a place where I feel at home.
Hello. So obviously I focused a lot about your neck. At your very beginning, you did it. That was great. I was like, oh, hey. I woke with a smiley face. But then there was a part where you were up here and you had this lovely like just sway movement and it stopped at your neck. Let it flow. And this stage is relatively small, but in future movements, when you include your head, it can be seen further away. So this is like, this one, okay. But on real stages and stuff at festivals, you want definitely to use your head. And then you were coming across to do, I think, some jeté. Last step was with the heel. See it right there in front of me. Watch for that last step heel strike. It is very common, and I always look for it. That's how I saw it. But great job taking in that neck correction, because I definitely saw an improvement. Good job. It was lovely.
What's your connection with the audience? So this one, you almost disconnected from us. Almost. It was beautiful. But be careful of that. In the world of theater that I live in, even though we're sometimes in our own world interpreting the music in the lyrical sense, you still have to make sure that you include everybody else in your journey.
Do you have any tips for like how I would connect for the audience? Just to,
It is a great question. So when you're showing your emotion, so when you're at the audience and you're holding that moment, hold that moment within your face and your eyes to us. So your eye levels drop down a lot. So I know that you were in your head and you were feeling your music. That's clear as day. Your movements were beautiful. Everything was beautiful. And yeah, you could almost find somebody, but you could also suck us in, right? So when you have that moment where you're reaching out, reach for somebody, you know, or you're pulling your arm out, like take your arm in a direction of somebody and let your eyes follow, right? And then your face. I know the story you were trying to tell me, but it left a question in my mind. So maybe try to be a little more clear with the story you're trying to tell with your face. I mean, the dance was beautiful. We are truly just being picky here. Yeah, try and connect with us a little bit more. So if you're reaching out, reach out for us. Yeah? Okay.
And I had a similar sort of just little question in my head. This song is about building a home, but with somebody else, right? It talks about building a home for you. So if you can have that somebody else that might be helping you build that home in your head, it'll show on your face, right? Yeah, a look of hope perhaps. The other thing that happened for me was that I was really enjoying it and all of a sudden it was over. And I want the ending. Yeah, it's that it was so nice, but also you need to have an ending that really feels like it's coming, you know, that shows us that the storytelling is over. It was a little abrupt. So, but thank you for a beautiful dance.
Just at your end pose, bring an arm down at this as the music ends. Then your pose is extended. Done.
Hi, I'm Annabelle Compton, and I'm going to be doing a contemporary piece called A Drop in the Ocean.
A change in the weather, I was praying up in the ocean. A change in the weather, I was praying that you and me might end up together. It's like wishing for rain as I stand in the desert, but I'm holding you closer than most, 'cause you are my heaven. Don't wanna waste the weekend. If you don't love me, pretend a few more hours when it's time to go. As my train rolls down the east coast, I wonder how you'll keep warm. It's too late to cry, too broken to move on. And still I can't let you be. Most nights I hardly sleep. Don't seek what you don't need from me. It's just a drop in the ocean, a change in the weather. I was praying that you and me might end up together. It's like wishing for rain as I stand in the desert, but I'm holding you closer than most, 'cause you are my heaven. Misplaced trust and old friends, never counting regrets. By the grace of God, I do not rest at all. In New England as the leaves change, the last excuse that I'll claim, I was a boy who loved a woman like a little girl, and still I can't let you be. Most nights I hardly sleep, don't seek what drop in the ocean, a change in the weather. I was praying that you and me might end up together. It's like wishing for rain as I stand in the desert, but I'm holding you closer than most. 'Cause you are my heaven. Doesn't seem far away anymore. Not now. Heaven doesn't seem far away.
Okay. One of the things I felt was that you were looking away from us an awful lot. And that's just a thing to kind of watch out for. You know, I saw some really nice changes of expression on your face with the words, but I wanted to see this rapturous love that he was singing about. So, you know, imagine that perfect person, you know. But thank you very much. Beautiful dance.
Thank you.
First of all, I just want to bring to the audience's attention what these guys are all dancing on. And for all of these kids to be doing turns, you can see all the evidence in the sand and stuff. Like, bravo to all the dancers today, because that's really hard to do. And that's why nobody's getting busted on balance. You can't say a word about balance because of what you guys are dancing on. So first of all, that was really beautiful.
Thank you.
You sucked me in and then you let me go a little bit and then you sucked me back in, and I really like that in dances. I really, really like that. I like how you'll bring me in and I'll find myself leaning forward and then you let me go a little bit and I'm like, okay. Oh, there she goes again. Oh, so it was beautiful. Make sure you complete all your movements though. Because there was some, and I could see the intensity on your face a little bit, like maybe you were almost about to fall behind but then you didn't. So be careful, because you're another one of those girls with a beautiful face that sometimes tells me like, oh, I wasn't supposed to, you know what I mean? That was beautiful. Just make sure you finish your movements.
Okay, thank you.
All right?
All right, I'll go real quick. You drew me in with your first movement.
Yeah.
Right away, I was like, oh yeah, I'm in this. And then what really like sent shivers down my spine is when you stood up like in the first 8 counts. For me, that was like, oh, this is perfect. I love this. And there are lots of moments like that, which I really, really loved. Okay, now a few technical things. Watch your arms on your jumps. They tend to go with you when they want to, right? Just like slightly. And then I know this is a small space, but if you get more grounded on your preps for your jumps, you can get a little bit higher.
Okay.
You have to go down before you can go up. And then one tiny little feeling moment I would have loved, you did like a lovely sumo squat and you like had this deeper. Get down, move those fingers, really feel it, because that was like a still moment. And I was like, oh, I know you can give me more because I saw it in other places. Just that's down and really milk it for all it is. Yeah, great job, Annabelle.
Thank you.
Hello again. Now I'm going to be performing a hip-hop piece. This is a duet choreographed by myself and Tasia, who's sitting over there in the sweatpants. So yeah, it's called Team Money.
Turn me up, break the knob right. I get dressed like it's my night. I feed them lemons in the limelight. They say I'm full, what's my appetite? Keep on pushing like it say it. Keep on shooting Reggie Miller. Go and give them all the. You gotta say this all right, call it Heinz. My time wherever I go. I took a chance, taking from Chicago. 100 plus in a Mercy and I'll go. I can go 8, turn it to the Eagle. Why not do my dance? so. Hitting with a dope shit, combo. Running through your block, no fumble. About to kill 'em all, where it's combo. See, I gotta go for mine. When y'all jumping, that money on my mind. Jamaican club, I'm staying on the grind. Guilty wine, don't step on this landmine. Then I keep on the leg. You try to take flight, do what I say. I'm your plus 4 on the highway. Watch a new car dash on the
Look, so bad, so real. I ride in some big tall hills, big fat checks, big large bills. Run out clip like 10 car wheels. Cold. I give Ross chills, 10 different looks, and my looks so kill. I kiss him in the mouth, I feel all grills. Heat in the car, that smells on wheels. Woo! Wakanda forever, sweet like a honey bun, straight like a Tommy gun. Roll it on 101, come get your mommy some Cardi, yep, tip top. Kiss the ring and kick rock, sis. Jump it down, back it up, ooh, ayy. Nick that, too, ayy. I'm in the dark like tú, say. You gonna eat this like soup. I was born to flex, diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets, but nothing in this world that I like more than coach. All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need to be any though. All I bad need is a KC. Money. Money.
Good job, kiddo. I'm gonna throw you a challenge. So, we're supposed to have 2 contrasting pieces, right? So here's your challenge. Dance that more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Dance it more, to smooth it out a little bit, to make it a contrast from what you gave us the first time. Because we're supposed to have 2 contrasting pieces, and so to make it that, we've got to take it apart a little bit.
Sure.
So do that. Loved your face.
Thank you.
You did a really good job with the storytelling of your face and stuff. I really appreciate that, and that's something that you've been really growing with over the years. So
Thank
it's
you.
really nice to watch you try to hone in your craft a little bit more and tell the story a little bit more. And every year so keep going. But good job. So try and dance that out, and I think Krista's got an idea to help you.
Sure.
First of all, I like that your elastics match your sports bra. That's really fun. So, great costume. So for me, what I needed my, like your face so sassy. I needed your hips sassier.
Okay.
Like when you're facing the back, it's just like hip. You're like,
Yeah.
hey, but the second row can't see your hips.
Okay.
Move your hips.
Okay.
That's gonna be the big thing. Is you gotta get your hips more involved.
Sounds good.
I felt when the music changed, there were like 2 or 3 poses with the accents. I want them bigger.
Okay.
They were too similar. There's like arm and then twist. Like switch it up.
Okay.
Switch it up. Because like the music is drastic. Music change, make them bigger. Yeah, you're so fun to watch.
Thank
It's
you.
great.
Yeah, you've really set a challenge for yourself by doing 2 hip-hop numbers, because you know better than anybody else, you're supposed to have contrasting pieces. So have fun with that, but
Okay.
you're gonna have to work for it a little harder because of that.
I will.
Yeah, and we're now out of time, so do we want to just, all the dancers just stand up where you are? Let's give them a great big hand. We'll see both of your pieces tomorrow.
Friday night.
And we have a tough job ahead of us because we can only pick 3 winners. Kathy and I used to love to tie because we just think everybody's wonderful. That's our trouble. But we are only allowed to give a first, a second, and a third. So work with it however you can.
And those prizes are provided by the Lions Club, part of the Sassy Lion thrift store downtown. They're the ones who sponsor Duncan Has Talent throughout this. Make sure you guys get your cash prizes at the end. Big round of applause for the Lions Club, please, for Duncan. Also sponsoring Special Woodstock, as well as another one of their special ones. And if you ever get a chance to go see that, do that soon. Thanks, gals, for getting up and dancing. Notice there was no guys this year, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. gonna be. I just still don't envy what you guys have got to do. I do. Thank goodness you got the job. Thanks to those three mentors, Chris, whatever. All three of you. Thank you very much for doing what you do. Because it's and again, I don't know if any of the audience, but don't you learn a little bit more about dance from listening to what they say? Isn't that cool what they do? Very educated. Thank you very much, everybody.